Hi, good morning. Jason Sen from DayTradeIdeas.com for ntmarkets.com. It's Tuesday morning. S&Ps yesterday, well, they've been having a run up for quite a few days now. And yesterday we retested the April high at 1593. Topped out exactly there, 1592 and a quarter. Previous high was 1593. So we've got a double top there as long as we hold below that 1593 level to add to the huge double top we've got from the highs in 2007 up to the highs of this year. If this holds, probably worth trying shorts here because we're trading in the high 1580s. We can try shorts here, stop above 1600. It's a low risk trade. If the market does start to come off over the next few days, couple of weeks maybe, we could see prices heading back towards 1533 support. We'll have to see what happens there, but if it breaks lower, the next big target would be 1496 there for the E-mini S&P. Next thing I want to look at is Aluminium, LME, Aluminium. Looking at a weekly chart here going back to middle of 2010, showing you this because there is an extremely big trend line here, which we pierced a couple of weeks ago, but managed to close well above it. Weekly stochastics, as you can see, oversold, turning more bullish now. The daily chart's a little overcooked, so we could see over the next few days market come lower, maybe retest this trend line. The trend line's around 1827, the previous low 1818, so that 1827-18 area is the one to watch. Probably worth trying some longs. You can keep a very tight stop below those lows if we do break lower, but a good chance we may have bottomed out. For the immediate future, over the next few weeks, we could start to climb, judging by the look of this weekly chart. This is the weekly chart for nickel, which goes back to December 2009, so slightly longer trend line, but as you can see, not a completely different picture. LME nickel's been heading lower over recent weeks. We've bottomed in April at 150.75. Coincides nicely with this trend line, which at the moment is around 150.121. So we're not overbought on the daily chart for nickel. So this one, perhaps we can continue higher in the next few days. Weekly stochastics just oversold, as you can see, about to cross higher. The daily chart looks like that as well, with stochastics starting to point higher from a very oversold position. So worth watching. Again, you could try longs here maybe with a stop below the 150.00 area, low risk trade perhaps, and we're looking for a move higher in that. While we're on the subject of metals, we've got to have a look at gold. It's been hitting the headlines lately after some significant losses, but we've had a good bounce back over the last week or two. Just going to open this weekly chart up a little bit so you can see this trend line here, which I'm going to try and highlight. There we go. If you can see that, you can see just over here where we've bounced back to that trend line, and over the last 3 weeks we haven't been able to break above it. This week the trend line is at 1482. It's pretty much held the upside. Where have we been to? 1480. So yeah, unable to break through there. Looks likely we could head lower, getting a bit overbought in the short term. So whether we get all the way back to 1322, which was the low that we saw, I'd be surprised if we got that low. But keep an eye on 1441, which is the 200-week moving average. If we do manage to get above 1480, we do run into some resistance around 1503. If we get through there, 1530 to 15, what's this trend line? 1538, 1530.38. Looks like that's going to be a big struggle. This trend line here goes all the way back to the beginning of 2012, and I don't see us getting through there at the moment. So 1530, 1540 area should cap any strength at this stage, I feel. Thanks very much. Jason Sen for ntmarkets.com.